Hi cauliflowers, welcome to another huge haul video. I have a ton of new Korean gel products from Sweetie Nail Supply, Zillabeau, and a new store to me, It's Amazing Nails. We have the Mayour Bacody Collection, a set of texture gels from the Favori, and I don't know, 14 Meet You gels, magnetic gels, plus glitters, a brush, couple singles, so a whole bunch of stuff. Just to give everyone a little tariff update as I move my chair out of the way. If you're ordering from Sweetie Nail Supply or any Canadian supplier, they seem to have the shipping under control. It just takes longer. So I haven't had too much get stuck in customs or anything for my Canadian orders, but it is taking like 2 to 3 weeks to get here. Luna Beauty in Australia, though, not so much. At least from when I ordered. I ordered from them like a $150 order like on September 18th, back when they just started shipping again. And I still haven't gotten that package yet. And it's been like a month now. It's been stuck in shipping for 18 days. Stuck in customs, actually. A customs delay in LA, in Los Angeles. And I paid like $30 in shipping. And that's with FedEx. So it's been a total nightmare. I've called them 4 different times. But nothing's moving. They keep telling me it's going to be released and then it doesn't. And then you add in like the government shutdown right now and delays are like at an all-time high. All the beauty items, just so you guys know, when it goes through customs, they have to be checked through customs and FDA. So that's part of what the holdup, because FDA is a federal organization. I think they're paid differently, but it's still, they're short-staffed, clearly. So I did reach out to FedEx a couple times, and I did find that most of the time when they're stuck in customs, what they need is the shipper, so the store you bought from, so for me that's Luna, their name and address, plus all the manufacturers' names and address of the things you bought. So for me, that was 2 different manufacturers. And then they might need an invoice too. So I did find an email address, at least for FedEx shipments. If you guys are going through this too, it's paperwork@fedex.com. So I just got everything from Luna that when I did my Google research that I found that they might need, and I sent it to them myself. You just put your tracking number in the email title, and that's it. Just the tracking number. Keep it super short and just give the information that might be needed. That's it. Keep it short. And I got an email this morning that said that they received my information. So we will see if that package ever gets released or if it gets denied. Because I know another content creator, her package got denied and they had to reship it. So it's just crazy between the tariffs and the ending of the de minimis exemption, and now another possible China tariff hike on November 1st. Like, I'm exhausted, but I still want my pretty things. So I guess all we can do is like plan ahead and know that everything is going to take longer, especially as we're getting into holiday season. So you just got to expect your packages are going to take like 2 to 4 weeks to get here, maybe even longer. But, let's not dwell on the annoyances of the U.S. government right now. Let's look at some fun, pretty things. So, as always, start with boring things first, although I don't really think there's anything boring today. I love everything. But let's just start with, I have one single tool. Also, sorry if it's a little dark. It's really rainy today. We have a nor'easter today. So, it's a little cloudy and rainy today. But I did get one brush. I wanted to try this brand. It's Gina Nails at Sweetie. And they have like a whole bunch of gels and like texture gels and brushes and so many cool things. So I just wanted to try one of their brushes. It's a really small brush. Like, it's pretty small. Even with the lid on, which it comes with a lid. We love that. And this lid is actually nice and tight. You actually have to like push down. So this lid isn't going anywhere like my Fiote brush. This brush oh, it's Nail Thoughts. Nail Thoughts, this lid never wants to stay on, and it drives me nuts. See, it's falling off now. Literally drives me insane. I don't know why they make lids if they're not going to stay on the brush. But so this is just, I believe this is called a slim oval. And I was going to use it either for application, especially of some of like potted gels, or for cuticle cleanup. I have my Halloween nails on today. I'm going to be taking them off soon because they're already like 9 days old. But I just stamped, like did like an ombre in the middle with Pat Pat gel. And then I stamped little like skulls. And then this is like a really sparkly green to blue gel. And then I stamped like cute little Halloween designs. That's a little haunted couple. These are like little pumpkins. So just cute. These nails seem to be growing so much better than this hand, but I'm trying to get my nails longer so I can shape them a little better. I'm trying, but we will see how this brush works. Everybody has been raving about their brushes. So yeah, mini oval by Gina Nail. I don't know if you can see that. Yep, there you go, Gina Nail. So nice, really pretty, nice, small, sturdy brush. It's pretty light. It's not like weighted or anything, but it does look really pretty. It's kind of like a rose gold color. I know it looks gold, but it's actually rose gold. So we will try that in a little bit when we're swatching things. Okay, let's do glitter because I have a ton of glitter. A ton. Okay, most of this, I think all of this came from Sweetie. So this brand, Salt Recipe, they released like 3 different kinds of flakes. They call it, I think they call them thin glitter. So this is SG3. I got the purpley one, of course. They had like a pink to green one and then another pinky one, but it just looked like maybe a kind of flake that I don't have. So it's just a pretty like purple to green to blue. And it's a thin, oh my gosh, I can't get it open. There we go. Okay. Look how pretty. Let me get a little stick, but let's get up and close, show you guys this flake. So I don't know why they call it thin glitter, because this is flake. I would have called it like thin flake, personally. Because yeah, that's flake. But isn't that pretty? I'm afraid I'm going to drop it. I don't think I have any flakes this color. Get a little bit on my finger. I can show you guys. See what it'll look like. Oh boy, got it everywhere. Like all flakes, they go everywhere. Oh, that's pretty. So if you can see the little bit of flake now over the skull's face. Just to give you kind of an idea what it looks like. Lays nice and flat. We like that. But yeah, I just bought one of the colors. I just thought this purple one looked like it had the most color payoff in it. But now I kind of want the pink one too. There was 3 of them, but we'll see. I will, of course, still be supporting Sweetie and we'll make another order soon from them. But yep, SG3 Salt Recipe. Really pretty flaky. Then Bonnie B released so many glitters on Sweetie Nail Supply. And I bought a few of them. Actually, there was a mix-up. So they released this aqua kind of collection. So they have aqua hologram and then aqua glitter. And then they were like in either like blue to orange, pink to green. I think there was a blue to lemon, but they had them in this hologram type and glitter. I meant to buy the glitter, but by accident, Sweetie sent me this kind. So they very kindly sent me the right glitter and I got to keep these. So now I get to show you guys all 4. But as you know, my gripe with Bonnie B is they overfill things like nobody's business. So we are going to put a piece of paper down just so I don't mess up my table. Actually, we're going to put 2 pieces of paper down. And then you can actually see the color of the glitters better when it falls on the paper anyway. So, but I already know how this is going to go. I know that these are going to spill all over the place. So just put a piece of paper down real quick. Sorry if that's not very aesthetically pleasing. But let's go ahead and look at this one first. So this is number 1, blue to orange. These were sealed up, by the way, very, very all nice and tight, but I cut everything off to save time. Let me move things back because I'm afraid this is going to spill. So this one is filled to the brim, and they even say that now on the website that they fill it to the brim. So this is just kind of like a flat iridescent glitter. It is so full, but it is like little hexies in like this orange to blue to purple color. How pretty is that? That actually is really pretty. And you get a ton, but like with everything Bonnie B, these are filled up really high, so you just kind of have to be careful. But let's just see if we can get any on my finger here so I can kind of show you guys kind of a rough idea of how big the hexies are. So you do get them in all sizes, and they're just nice flat hexies in this pretty color. So I wouldn't have bought this on my own just because I have so much like this already that I really didn't need any more like iridescent hexy glitters. But I'm happy to have it because it is pretty and very sparkly. So that was the blue to orange. See already, especially when you're trying to open or close them, it's already getting all over the paper. I'll show you guys the paper once we're done swatching. So then you can see, I think on white you can kind of see the flakes better. So there. So that's what the blue to orange one looks like. Now let's open this one. So they had 2 of each kind, so now I have both. So this is pink to green. This is your standard kind of color wave. Oh, these are going to fall too. I think the glitters are going to be worse than these, but look how pretty that pink is. I haven't really opened these yet. I haven't gotten to see them, but that's really pretty. It's nothing you might not already have in your collection, but make sure I have a clean finger. But that is really pretty. And it is definitely full. So, see, you can definitely see that pink to green. So if you have like flakies with this kind of color wave, that would be really pretty. Let's tap some of these on. Oh, there's one. So this one will kind of, especially over black, you'll see that green more. If you put it over white, you'll probably see the pink more. So let's just put a little bit on the paper. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But yeah, very pretty, but it's not something that I don't already have. But let me show you one more time because this is really pretty. But if you're in the market for some hologram hexies glitters, these are very pretty. So there's the blue over there, and there's the pink. So over white, you definitely see like more of like the unicorn colors coming through. They'll look a little bit lighter, but how pretty is that pink? I really like that pink. Okay, now let's get to the glitters. These are going to spill. 100%, 100% these are going to spill. So this color is, let's see. So this is same thing. It's this Aqua series. I have glitter on my, won't come off. Get off. Okay. So this is the blue to lemon color. This is the color I was more excited about than any of them. I thought this one would be like really unique. But once again, it's just like a micro flash glitter. two super tiny like particle glitter. But this one's supposed to have like a blue to purple flip. Oh God, this is going to go everywhere. I'm terrified. But I got to show you guys, right? See how small that is? If you were doing like galaxy nails, how pretty would this be? You can really see like the purple more. I wouldn't know if I'd say it's blue necessarily. I don't really see too much yellow, I guess, depending. Oh God, this is going to spill. Look at, it's all over me already. But I'm seeing a lot of like blue to purple, but not very much yellow. But yep, it's full to the absolute brim. But it is very pretty. So see how small the glitter is? Super tiny. You guys know anytime like Bonnie B releases glitters, I go nuts and I have to buy every single one. I don't know why I'm like this, but I just do. Let's put a little bit on the paper so I can show you guys later. That one wasn't so bad. It definitely got a little bit all over me. And now I have like this blue. Look at that though. That's pretty. Look at my blue fingers. That's very pretty. Get it off. Okay, next one. We have a lot to go through. I got to pick it up the piece. This is the blue to green. Oh, this one's, oh gosh, this one's going to go. Oh my gosh. Look at this one though, how pretty. But do you see how much is in the cap because of how overfilled it is? But that is really pretty. But yeah, totally, completely overfilled. Look at all the glitter on me. But wouldn't that be pretty in a nail set though? But yeah, it's about like a quarter of an inch over the top. Like this is going to spill. But I want to show you guys how pretty it is. It is really, really pretty. You can definitely see the pink and the green and the blue. But it gets everywhere. And I just hate how they overfill these because it's so unnecessary. And it really does cause you to just waste so much. Typically, I will like repot some of these. Just because they kind of get everywhere. And every time I open them, they make a massive mess and it drives me nuts. Like, look at that. Look at my hand. Look how much came. It's all over. All over. But look at my hand, though. Let me show you guys. At least you can see how pretty the glitter is. You see that pink to green? But yeah, see? When you're working with a client, do you want this to happen to your hands? Or even on your gloves? Like, no. It's going to get everywhere. Yep, yep, yep. All right, let's look at this pretty piece of paper, though. I think it's... Click the lights down a second. But there. Now I can see all the different pretty little glitters. But very pretty. If you were making a nail, look at how little that glitter is. But they would look really pretty together. So we are going to fold this little paper up. Throw it away. Do I need the paper? Oh, I have 2 more glitters to show you guys. See? Good thing I used 2 pieces of paper. Let me wipe my hand off. Okay, the next ones they released, and I didn't even grab all the ones that they released. I just grabbed the ones that I thought I might use the most. So this one was a flash, like a flash reflective glitter. I think it was called the Super Flash Reflective Glitter. And it came in silver and gold. I know it's kind of hard to see. Don't know how to fix my lighting today because of the rain. But this is the silver, I believe. Doesn't really say. But it is. Just have to take my word for it. But it's just the same thing as the other glitter. Except it's a flash glitter. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Look at that though. Very reflective. You can almost see my face in it. But just a really pretty, look at how flashy that is. It's like very mirror ball. Oh, this one isn't filled up like super bad. But look at that. It looks like little tiny diamonds. Isn't that pretty? I love like reflective glitter. Isn't that pretty? So just a super micro glitter. Oh my God, look at that. It's like a mirror ball on my finger. Look at that. That is so reflective. That would be so pretty. All right, let me show you guys the cap one more time. So that's the silver. And now let's do the gold. It's like a true gold. I think you can see it better on this one. Look how pretty though. It almost looks like it has two different colors of gold in there. Look at that though. Almost looks like a quartz rock. Let's put this one on this finger. Look how beautiful. That is really pretty. I definitely will get some use out of this glitter. Always tapping little gold flakes into like marble looks or like ink, flakes, flaky looks. You can use this for so many different things. And at least you know they're going to fill it up. So you are getting your full, I don't know, 3 grams worth. Okay. But I just wanted to show you guys that you know my obsession with glitter. So they had a gold and a silver. And then we showed you all the glitter from the Aqua collection and the hologram, the Hexies. This is all from the Aqua collection, and then these are just a separate. But they had other new glitters up on the site. I just didn't buy them all. So let's move these off to the corner. Get rid of our little paper here. I think that was the it for glitter. Okay, so now let's start looking at some collections. We're going to start with this one, the Mayour Bacody Collection. I bought this back at Zillabeau's sale, I think. They had some sale, and I've been holding on to this for a very, very long time, like a month, because I was swatching it. And then when I started swatching it, I decided to swatch it over black too, because I didn't feel like you could get the full color. But it's just a paper box, and you get 8 gels. The bottles are really pretty. They are a magnetic gel. It does, of course, come with your standard magnet. This is a nice magnet, though. They're nice and heavy. It's good quality. We will use that to show you guys the color. And it did come with a swatching card that I have not swatched yet, but I swatched it on here. So you have a swatch card. I probably will do this at some point. Maybe I'll post it on Instagram or TikTok. So you do get a little card. Then you get the 8 gels. So let's run through these. I still have glitter on my hands. Goodness. We have a bunch of things, you guys. We're going to do live swatches of all the Meet You gels. So I'm trying to go through this quick. Wait, look at these bottles though. How cute. It actually shows you the color at the top. See, it's glitter on it now from my hands. But the ombre and then the top kind of matches. Very pretty. Kind of looks like a lipstick case. And I really like the formula on these. It's really nice and syrupy. Look at all the glitter on my hands. Good Lord. I'm trying to wipe it off. But so it looks super sheer at first, but then the magic happens. So this one is a purple with kind of like an orange. Look at that glow. So pretty. Bringing it back. That was a bust. We lost it. Kind of like to use my circle magnet better. It's around here somewhere. Here it is. I love this magnet. I put this little thing on the top. It didn't come with this. It's just this little circle one. But this magnet has some power behind it. I love this magnet. Maybe we should take the lights down. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. I knew they were going to catch each other. Should we take lights up or down? Let's see. We'll try up first. Get off of each other. God, I hate when this happens. Ugh. I have to separate these. Anyway, I'll show you guys the swatch. See that pretty? See how syrupy it is? It's like your true cat eye. Very pretty. Kind of like a purple. Like a light dusky purple with a little bit of a pink glow. This is supposed to match. The top's supposed to match what the color is. I don't know though. So it's this one. This was that first one. So see, on its own, you're not going to get a whole lot of color payoff. I guess it does have a pink tinge. I guess the top is right. Kind of a purple with a pink. I can see the pink now. And then I just went and swatched it over black so I could show you guys how it looks over black. So you'll definitely get more of that color payoff over black, just depending on what you're looking for. Okay, so let's grab this next one, number 98. This looks like a dusky purple with a yellow flip. I feel like as you go down in the collection, they get darker. These are kind of like the light colors. But this one, you can actually really see that magnetic color that's about to come out. There it goes. They're very reactive. See that moving? So same thing, you'll kind of get a bit of that smoky purple base. And then you'll get that kind of yellow, green, kind of spooky magnetic flip. Look how pretty that is. Very pretty. And on the swatch one, that's this one. See, so kind of like that smoky base. Very Halloween appropriate. These are really good for fall. And there it is over black. So it goes all the way into like a pink. And then you really see that yellow. And then we have this purple to green. Love the bottles. So pretty. I think they get more impressive as you go down in the bottle, in like the pack. Ooh, that's pretty. See how much that moves? Let's see if we can get it going more. There it is. See, so that same kind of purple base, you can see it at the base. And then you'll have like this pretty blue, very glowy magnetic line. These are so pretty. And the formula is just so syrupy. So it's not going to be totally opaque. You're going to have to probably go over these like 2 or 3 times to really get the color to show through, depending on what you're looking for. This one is this one. So see how you can see the little glitter particles? And then you get like that blue. But then you go to over black. And it just has so much more punch. Like how spooky is that for Halloween? Okay. We're getting to the good ones here. number 100. See, look how syrupy. So this is it without the magnet. As you can see, a lot of the bristles are getting stuck up in here. I don't love that. I hate when like you're doing your gels and then the brushes shed on your gel polish. So look how much it's sticking up. That drives me nuts. See, it's hard to see the magnet too when the brush is all messed up. Wow, that brush is really messed up. I'm going to have to fix this one. I'm really surprised at how messed up this brush is. And these have just been sitting here. I haven't done anything to them. Focus. It does have a pretty magnetic color though. Look at that. Look at how that moves. Isn't that gorgeous? So see what I mean? As we go down the line, they just get better and better. Look at that. Other than the brush problems, it's so sparkly. Just upset about the brush. And that one was 1, 2, 3, this one. So this is it on its own. So kind of, once again, that smoky kind of purple base. And then you've got like an orange glow, blue. Isn't that pretty? And then on this side, it's this one. See, it looks totally different over black. See, you can see that shift. Totally different. Okay, now we're going into number 101. Looks like we have a purple to green, maybe. Similar to this one, just darker probably. I love these ones that we're getting to now. These ones to me have more of like a color base. Look how pretty that is. You wouldn't even need to magnetize this one. There it goes. Look how pretty. I feel like the magnetic pull gets stronger as you go. But if you look on the website, they had some really cool pictures of this collection. I always think, especially with Mayour, the collections, the pictures always look amazing. And when you get them in person, you're kind of like, they don't really look like how the pictures online. So I always have to remember that with Mayour, that they're not going to be as colorful as I think they are. What are we on? 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one. I think you can see it better this way. Right? Am I counting the right way? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It should be this one. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did them in order. There's that kind of, maybe I see it better this way. See how pretty they are though? When you get that color showing. Look how pretty. Now, this one is really pretty. Look at the bottle. You see how it has like the little like glitter particles even on the bottle? So 102. Then we're going to get to the collections where I'm going to be actually swatching things. Wow, this one's so pretty. This one's so different than anything I have. Look how much this one reacts. I'm so tempted to use this one for like a blue kind of greenish fall leafy look. Look how much this one moves. So you've got a blue base on this one with this really haunting kind of green pull, like green to yellow magnetic pull. Look how pretty that is. They are pretty cool. I got to give it to them, especially these last couple. I know I keep saying that. And that one is 6. This one. See, so just on its own, you just don't get too much of that color pull. But over black, you do. See, so this is the beginning. See how light they are? And then as you go, they get darker and darker and darker. This is the one we're at. Look at that green. So pretty. And then these last two are my favorites. I think we're up to 103. This is a purple to orange. So you can see the orange. But yeah, they're going to be really sheer if you don't put them over a darker base. So definitely, I think I like them better over black. Look how much that magnet moves. Here we go. Really pretty. Need a little bubble sound, air bubble. And that one is this one. See that nice purple base with this orange pull. And on this side, it is, I think it's this one at the end. This one. See, just see it's so much better over the black. And then this is the last one, my favorite one. I feel like they all kind of have a match in the box, and then they are sheer in the beginning and darker. Their like match buddy is darker. Look at how pretty this one is. This one is hands down my favorite. It's a purple with orange. Look at that. It's so reflective. So you get that purple to blue, kind of like a purple base with blue sparkles. And then that orange glow. This would be really pretty for Halloween. I'm having such a problem coming up with what I want to do for my other Halloween nails this year. I think I can maybe squeeze in 2 more. And I'm really struggling to come up with what I want to do because I just have so many ideas. So let's look at them all again one more time. Let's click lights up maybe. Just a little bit, get a little brighter. But there we go. Let's go this way. So there's all the colors. And this is the Mayour Bacody Collection. I got this one on Zillabeau. And then here's them on their own without the black underneath. Still get a cool look, especially this green. And then like the last 3 I really like. But really pretty for fall. Okay, so that's the Mayour Bacody. Now, let's start some live swatching. So now we're going to jump. I'm going to move these magnets to this. This is the Favori Satin Mode Collection. This is a texture gel. This was a collab between the Favori and Y Jenny, and they are 3D nuance gels. I saw Inspo by Nails. If you guys don't follow her, she's on Instagram. She works a lot with Sweetie. And she always gets like PR. She gets sent their really new products. And she does the absolute coolest looks. They are so amazing. I get so much inspiration from her. And when I saw her use this collection to kind of make flowers, I died. And I wanted it so bad. You guys know I don't buy collections too often. But this whole order is probably like four different orders. So I bought this on its own because I think this was like $120. But of course, use a coupon code. Sweetie has them. Then you can get 10% off. Every little bit helps. But this is a texture gel. Really good for making flowers and swipe looks. That's what I call them anyway. So this is this. Look, I've got glitter all over the box. Good Lord. This is the Satin Mode Collection. But it's a really pretty box. And you open it. And they give you a little card. And I did swatch these ones. And then I'm going to show you guys them live too. But I did actually swatch these ones. And they come in these little potted gels. This actually was a spring collection. So it'd be great for like spring flowers. But I thought some of these colors would kind of be good for the fall. So they give you two kinds of swatch cards. They give you like just a satin matte kind of black one and then a white one. And these are texture gels. So they give you kind of like a pearly white, a pink, a very light purple. Then you have a little bit of a darker pink here, a darker lavender purple, and then a gold. And I'm going to show you what they look like. We're going to swatch them live, but I just wanted to show you them. So they're a satin. So they're not going to be matte and they're not going to be super glittery. But they will give you like just a pretty little shimmer. See the white? You can kind of see that shimmer. Trying to really show you guys the sparkle. But we'll open them. They're so much more impressive to actually look at on their own. And let's grab... I just have some clear swatches here. And we're going to bring in some acetone to kind of wipe my brush off. Clear a path here. And then I also grabbed a paper towel in the background so I can wipe off my brush. I'll just put that down here. So we're going to use this Gina nail art brush because this would be a perfect thing to use it for when you're trying to make flowers, which I am piss poor at. I am really bad at it. And I know you're not supposed to put acetone. I have acetone in here. I know that's not really recommended, but I do what I do. I'm so used to when I used to do nail polish using acetone to clean up my nails. I just can't get out of the habit of it. I know I need to switch. I'm trying to get a gel cleanser because that would be the best to use. But here's the white. So see the Favori times Jenny, Satin Mode, Soft Trace. Does it have a color number? I don't think it does. But look how pretty these are. So once again, it's a satin. So you're not going to have any crazy glitter in it like some of the ones from LAP, I think. I have like much more sparkly ones. But these are really pretty for just a little bit of shimmer. So see, this is kind of like a pearl. Just a very simple white pearl. So this is kind of the texture you get with it. You're not going to get like a ton of texture. Like I have some other ones that give a lot like higher lumps. But I like this for flowers. See, even in here you could see how a flower petal would be. But let's go ahead and swipe it so you guys can see. So this is just a clear nail tip. I just want you guys to see the color. So it's just a nice pearly white. See that pretty pearl? I think we should... I'm so sorry to keep messing with my lights here. No, I don't like that either. Let me get a little more here. So the more you build it up, the more texture you will get and the more opaque it'll get. See, you can definitely get some texture out of these. And it's just a nice pearly white. So you could get the texture out if you just wanted to do some swoopies. You can just have something like this. Just very thin. Very pearly. Isn't that pretty? We'll use that again for the next color. I'm just going to wipe my brush off and just dip a little just to get the rest off. Wait till you guys see the Meet You gels. They are so sparkly. But these are pretty for what they're meant for. So I love this color. Like, I know these are kind of springy colors, but good Lord, they're pretty. Oh, let me cover the white. I don't want these to accidentally cure themselves. So keep the tops on. But look at this beautiful, soft pink. So like I said, just pearly, nothing crazy, no crazy sparkle in here. But if you were making like flowers, this really is perfect for flowers. Or seashells. Look at that just pretty pink color. It was actually the softness of these colors that got me, where I just thought it was amazing. I'm just going to swatch a couple on each one. And this brush is working really nicely. See, just a really pretty, very soft pink. Isn't that pretty? And you can put these over each other too, to give yourself a little more color depth. I saw Inspo by Nails do that. I just love her videos, you guys. She's so creative. See that? Just a slightly more pink color. Really pretty. Let me go ahead and cure this. It's cured in the background, just so you guys can see what it's like when it's cured. I'm going to wipe my brush off again. Now I'm going to show you guys the lighter purple. I hope this helps to see the color. This light back. Okay, so this is the lighter lavender. Look how pretty. Just the softness of these colors. I love these. I never would have thought to buy this if I hadn't seen how like Inspo by Nails used them, because it's just not something I would have known what to do or even how to use them. And before, I totally hated textured looks. I was so against it. I just did not like the look of it. But I have been taken over and now I love it. Look at that pretty focus. This is just a really nice, pretty lavender. I really want to get better at making like flower petals. I really suck at it right now. I've been practicing. This is just an ugly little blob. So don't judge me right now. I'm not trying to make flowers, but I am trying to learn. I've been watching videos. This is just showing you guys the texture. So you get a good little texture bubble. If you want texture, this will give you the texture. Or it can give you a very smooth design too. Kind of just depending on what you want. But I don't have anything like this, so satiny and that doesn't have sparkles. I tend to go for high sparkle, high glitter, magnetic. So I tend to not gravitate towards things that don't have like a ton of sparkle. But these got me. Like just how soft the colors are. I can't wait for spring. I think I could probably even use these for like winter flowers. I think that would be really pretty. I'm going to move this light. I think it might be better to have it a little darker. I don't want it too dark, but I think you can see it better. Okay, let's grab this. So this cured now. So see, you still get a texture. It's non-wipe, so they're fully dry. So you could probably chrome over these. Let's see. Let's grab a chrome. Just grabbed any old chrome. This is just a blank blank. I just want to see. I'm pretty sure they do chrome though. There's a silicone thingy. Just gonna grab one of these and one of my tweezers. I have one of these edges to it. Just want to see. Live experiment. And this has been cured for one round of, I think, 60 seconds. Oh yeah, look at that. You can chrome over it. I mean, I don't know. I might still use a chrome base over it and then chrome, but just to show you guys what they look like. So that was the light pink and that's the white. So that kind of steps the game up a little bit for seashell nails or snowflakes or anything you want to do. Just wanted to show you guys that. Okay, let's go on to, what are we at? Color 3? Yeah, color 4. Okay, so now we're getting to a little bit of the darker colors. Look at this one. This one gives you a lot of depth. So we're going to put that one next to, make sure my brush is wiped off. But this brush is actually working quite nicely. It's nice and thin too. This Gina brush, I really like it. So this one's like a darker purple, clearly. Look at that. So there's some real texture for you. And this darker purple has a little, I don't want to say shimmer, but like a little more pearl in it. Look at that. Look at that texture. So you can definitely get some texture if you wanted to. Okay. So that's this pretty dark purple. Isn't that pretty? Okay. Now let's pop over to the more mauvey pink. I love these bottles too. They're so pretty. So clearly I have played with these. Sorry. Sorry for the live watching purposes, but I did play with them. Just for a second. Look at how pretty this mauvey pink is. With this one, we're going to grab a different swatcher. We're going to swatch the last two on this one. Look how pretty that pink is. So pretty. Brush off again. Then we're going to swatch the last color. Which the last color is a gold. Look at that. See how nice and smooth that formula is in these? They had a couple different collections. I don't know what it was about this one that got me. It's just how different things you could do. You can even make some Christmas ornaments with this. See how pretty that gold is? Really pretty. And then just to show you, we'll go back on the one that is actually dry. So you can layer these kind of on top of each other if you were making flowers. And it'll just give it a whole different look. So if you wanted like a different, if you were making flowers and you wanted a different color in the middle, you could definitely do that. Pretty, right? And even though all the colors are really soft, I just thought they were so pretty. And I think you could do a lot with this. So let me show you the swatcher again. See if we can see the pink and the whites better. See, they're so soft, but then you also have these darker ones to kind of play with. So yeah, I'm super happy with this. I'm going to play with them more. See if I can learn how to make flower petals. See, with these darker ones, you can just see like a little more of the pearl in them. Isn't that pretty? Even the gold, look at that. They're just cool. They're really cool. I'm so happy with this collection. I can't wait to play with it more. But I just wanted to show you guys that because I haven't seen too many people show this. I think I've only seen just Inspo. And the box is kind of cool. You put this in. It's kind of like a little hidden gift. So that is the Satin Mode Collection by the Favori. Where should we put it? Over here. Okay, now I'm going to just pop. Oh, I knocked them all over. See, if you knock them over, they don't even make a mess. We like that. I'm going to just pop these in the light, let them cure for a sec. It's behind me. And then we're going to do... Let me show you guys this before we get into all the meet use. This is from that new store I told you about. It's Amazing Nails. It's not a new store, just new to me. But they have this brand, their Sweet Candy. And actually it is on Sweetie Nail Supply too, but it's only for Canadian purchase. But It's Amazing Nails, everybody can buy them. So I saw these texture gels that they had. This cool Aurora collection, and they had I think 6 different colors, but I saw, who did I see swatch them? I'll link her below. Cannot remember her name. I will put it below. She did a video on these, and of course watching somebody else's video I totally got inspired, and then I wanted them. So I just grabbed a couple of the colors, but these are definitely more glittery. These are a textured glitter gel. But the tech, look at that. What? Look how pretty. So these, they stink though. Oh my God. I can smell it from here. They really have a strong smell, but man, are they pretty. Look at that. So we're going to swatch these too. Figured it might be easier to show you these. These kind of also almost have like a bubble texture to them. See how you can kind of see like this bubbles in there, which I'm not sure how I feel about it, really. I don't know if I like the whole bubble texture thing, but let me grab my swatchers. And then we can see what they look like compared to these satin ones, because there is a white that I bought from each of them. But look at how sparkly these are. So full of like rainbow glitter goodness, but the texture is a little different. This is definitely more malleable. Like, look at that. More creamy, let's say. More of a creamy texture gel. You guys see that? See how that moves? So a little bit more creamy than the Favori ones were. But let me show you guys. So see all that pretty glitter. Look how sparkly that is. And it was the sparkliness that got me when I saw the other channel show these. These are so pretty. I've really got to play with these more. I tried to swatch them on like my standard nail swatchers, but you really couldn't see the colors very much. So these you can get some texture if you want to. Like I said, the white is a little different than the other colors. There's not as much of the bubble. But I was thinking for like snowflakes. How pretty would this be? Let me show you the swatch where I tried to swatch it. So right down here is all 3 of the colors. I know it's hard to see, but there's the white, the purple, and the blue. But do you see like all the texture peaks? That's kind of what the bubbles do. They give them like these, like a bumpy texture. There, you can really see it there. And I don't know if I like it. I don't like that bumpy texture. I know that's kind of the point, is to have texture, but I don't like that texture. So for me, I would really just use these to maybe just put in like the middle of like a Christmas ornament or a snowflake, and probably just try to smooth it out. Still having it give like a nice little like bubble effect, but I just don't like the bumpy bumpies. See? You see how that sticks up? But they are just so daggone sparkly. I had to have them. And there's a couple other colors. I really am kicking myself. They had like a mint color that was so pretty. I'm kicking myself for not getting that one. But let me show you the other one. So this is the white. Very different from, you know, the effect you're going to get from these, but still textured. So I almost didn't show you guys these because I thought I might have too much to show you, which we're already at an hour. We got to pick up the pace. But this one is the purple color. I'll have everything linked below, of course. 517. So these don't move. They're not going to spill on you, but look at this purpley one. Once again, the glitter in there is amazing. Absolutely stunning, the rainbow glitter. But you can even almost hear like an air fluffy texture. Even when I'm going through this, I can kind of hear like a little popping texture a little bit. Look at that peak. Look at that glitter. Isn't that so cool? Like, I've never seen anything like these. Just swipe them next to each other. See, so if you just at first, you could just get just a sheer little color. Then you can build it up. So there's the purple. Hope you guys can see the difference. But just the glitter in these. This one has like a lot of like pink and blue. They're so sparkly. And then we're going to show you guys all the Meet You colors. And let me show you the blue real quick, and then we'll do the Meet You swatches. This is going to be a long video, guys. Look at the blue. Like for snowflakes. How pretty. Can you see all the rainbow glitter in there? So pretty. So stinking pretty. Same thing, this really creamy texture. Look at that. Big old blobby. That might be too much. Let's put a little bit back. But I cannot wait to see what these are going to look like maybe for winter. Winter and holiday nails. And there's the blue. So very, very, very sparkly. And I'll pop these into the light too to let them cure. Do you see how just sparkly they are? I've got to mess with this light. And then we're going to take it down. There. Now you can see it. Isn't that pretty though? See all that rainbow glitter goodness? Just beautiful. So pop these into the light. All right. But I just wanted to show you guys that. So this is the Sweet Candy Cool Roll collection. They also had a pink, a mint green that is stunning. I want the mint green. But just wanted to show you guys kind of some different texture gels that I've picked up lately. Now, Meet You. So I saw these on Inspo by Nails. I have a whole bunch. They're these little potted gels. They had different collections of like 20 different gels. So they had like M1, M2, flash collections, magnetic gels. So I bought a ton of the magnetic gels, but let's do the flash gels first because that might be faster. So these three are part of the Wine Flash collection by Meet You. These were only like $9, you guys. Like very nice and affordable compared to other things. But these are so pretty. These are a flash glitter gel. Look at how stunning the glitter is on these. And of course you do want to kind of stir them up a little bit. But look how nice and creamy that is. And there's so much glitter. And there is a little lip in here. to wipe your brush off. Very, very clever. Look at that. Look at the glitter. And they had, I think, 6 colors of this collection. I did swatch them, of course. Let me wipe off my thingy here. Let me wipe my brush off real quick. You've got to learn to edit to make this shorter. But, so I did swatch these colors. So this first color is this really beautiful, like light pink. It was color number 1. Just look at the glitter on these, you guys. And it's wine flash because it's pink. So I just wanted to show you guys how beautiful the glitter is on these. Let me grab another swatcher real quick. We're not going to go crazy with the swatching. But these can be used as painting gels. To like glitter lines. You can use them to fully paint your whole nail, or you can also use them just as like a painting gel to do lines. They're very sheer, but like to once again color in Christmas lights with a cool little like bubble. The sheerness is what brings out the glitter though, in my opinion. So we're not going to go crazy swatching these. I just want to show you guys the color, but look at all the glitter in there. Like, are you kidding me? Look at how pretty. Okay, then I got number 3. So I got 1, 3, and 6. So this is more of a actual wine color. Can't really see in there, but look at that. Look at that flash glitter. And this is very creamy. It moves, so you want to be careful not to knock these over. But this one is this middle color. This really really pretty wine color. Look at all the glitter. I'm obsessed with these. I think for this particular one, these are a little different. These I might not use as a painting gel. I would probably use these as just an all over nail color. But how stunning are they? They're a little sheer, so I don't know how good they would do as a full-on painting, but like to color in something, they'd be really pretty. And then this is number 6, which is like a dark purple with green and gold glitter. Look at this Halloween goodness. So it's a very, very dark purple with all this like green glitter, green and red. How pretty is that? And this one is this dark purple. Look how sparkly. They're so sparkly. These are 2 coats of each, so I didn't even have to do 3. Look how pretty. For Halloween? Are you serious? Stunning. So this is the Wine Flash collection. They had 6 of them. They have other ones. They had a pink flash, like more pink. I think they had a purple one. So I am really, really getting into this brand, but just you wait. We are not done yet. So let's pull all these over. There was 20 colors. I did not get all of them. I got about 10 maybe, or 8. This one's different. These AO3s are from collection 1. So there was color 1 through 20. And these are magnetic gels. And these are good for painting. I'll show you guys what I painted. I actually painted a pumpkin. Once again, idea from Inspo by Nails. But this one is also magnetic gel, but this was a different collection. This was collection C. This is collection A. And these were the Wine Flash. So let me just show you guys this one, because this one's a little different than the other ones. This is more of like a sheer, but look at these glitters. How pretty. This is more like a very sheer pale pink with like a flaky magnetic color. This one's kind of different. So just to show you guys, we're doing so much swatching today. It's going to make this video forever long. Let's see if these are magnetic. Here's my magnet. Oh yeah, look at that, you guys. Oh, it's so cool. Yeah, so these are magnetic. So that was the whole thing with painting them, is when you paint them, you can then magnetize it and it'll look so cool. Look at that. See, I did swatch it, but let's pop this on this one. Send this one into the lamp too. But so this one is, where are my swatchies? Where's my other swatchy? Here it is. This one, this color. So it's just a very light pink with kind of this blue flash and then these little bit of flakes in there. Just a little bit of like pink and orange flakies, but how stunning is that? And then I'm going to show you guys now these different painting magnetic gels. So they're just like standard colors like red, orange, green, red, purple, silver, gold, brown. But it's the magnetizing them, and they're such a nice creamy formula that they do really well for painting. So let me show you an example. One quick nail I did. I painted a pumpkin using the magnetic gels to give some texture. So I would just take a little liner brush, paint one little section of the pumpkin, and then magnetize it, cure it, then do the next section, the next section, the next section, and then I made the little stalk. But look at my pumpkin, you guys. It actually looks like a pumpkin. And the magnetics of it just make it look so cool. This is Inspo by Nails did this once again. And I wanted to try the technique because for leaves or just anything, hearts, like making a witch and coloring on our hat, you can do this for so many different things. And it's such a cool idea. But I just want to show you guys that. I was so proud of my pumpkin. But let's rock through these colors real quick because we are going way late. So this is A1, color 1. So this is just your nice standard gold. And I wanted to live swatch these two. Maybe not all of them, but let me grab a little brushy here. Just to show you guys kind of what the magnet does. So see, it's just a nicey smooth magnetic formula. Just to give you guys an idea here of the cool magnet. There it goes. See, so just a really pretty gold with gold color. So really pretty. It looks really nice as an all-over nail color, or you can kind of use it like I did with the pumpkin and use it as a painting gel. Really, 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 really pretty. So that's color 1. Look at that pretty magnet in there. So that's your gold. Then I got number 2. This is the one that I used to do the pumpkin. Might be. This one doesn't want to open. There we go. Yep, this is the one I used to do the pumpkin. So it's more like a brownie orange. I'll show you guys in the swatches. But look at just how pretty that color is. So this one, so the gold is this color. And then this is the one I did the pumpkin with because they didn't really have like an orange in this collection. So I used this to do pumpkin. But as you can see, it has this really pretty like tawny. It'd be good for tortoise nails. And then number 3 is a silver. These are kind of hard to open. But this was all sealed, and as you can see, I opened it like trash. I had the worst trouble trying to open it. Let me wipe off my brush. Let's watch a couple of these colors, because why not? Just wipe off my brush. Show you guys what the silver looks like. Look how nice and creamy this is. So just stir it up a little with your brush. Get the excess off. Let me grab a little swatchy here. Look how nice and pretty that silver is. It's so opaque. See how nice that paints? I'd say one coat is good. For the pumpkin, I only did one coat, but you could do two. Look at that. Just really pretty. Look at that. Really pretty painting gels to get that kind of like cool effect for like, this would be a good like spooky color. Isn't that nice though? They're so nice. Such a nice formula. Like, I'm so impressed with these. Okay, let's go on to the next color. Then I just have a couple little singles to show you guys, and we'll be out of here. This one's going to take forever to download. I think that's the next color, number 11. This is our green, I think. Look at this pretty Christmas green. Really beautiful. So here's the silver on the swatch. Then here's the green. Really pretty Christmas green. I'm so excited to use this one. Just a nice dark green. So pretty with the magnets. Just trying to see if I can get it to move through the bottle. Probably messed up the magnet pigments. Okay, number 14 is next. This is red. This is one I just got. Look at that nice red for Christmas. A little bit of like a medium red. Not like a super bright, but not super dark either. Let's swatch this one too. I think I have one more swatch. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? So nice. I think that's enough to show you guys. But look at this. Look at how nice and easy that magnetizes. And then it kind of leaves you, if you clear the magnet out, with this nice jelly. And then you bring it right back. Look at that. How stunning. Like for blood nails or Valentine's or even Christmas. Once again, another good ornament color, just saying. Let me pop these in the light. But just to show you guys, here is the cool Roro cured. So it definitely does give you that texture. Look, it's freaking my camera out. Oh, I'm dropping everything. I'm making such a mess. These are the wine flash gels. Okay, let's move on to the last two colors. I love these though, you guys. These are so cool. I can't wait to play with these more. And then the last two I got were a couple purples. One was like a darker purple. And then one is a little more like medium. But look at the shimmer in this. Make sure you can see. And then compared to number 20, which is darker. So this is more like a medium purple, and then this is like a dark, dark, dark purple. But the swatches are, this is the lighter purple. Look at that. And here's the red. There's the red. And then this is the lighter purple. And then at first I bought the darker purple, which would be stunning for Halloween nails. Look at that. But then I thought the lighter purple might be good too. So I went ahead and grabbed both. But there's the green and the silver and the gold. So really pretty. I love, love, love these. I can't wait to play with these more. I'm going to have so much fun playing with these, and hopefully I'll have a tutorial or a little short coming up soon with like making Christmas nails or ornament nails or something. So I got a whole bunch of these. Okay, we're almost done, guys. I'm going to try to keep this in the next 10 minutes. I just have a couple single polishes to show you. So this was from a recent Rosie collection that came out, a magnetic collection. And I just grabbed one color, the color that everybody was freaking out about. It's a really pretty purple with like this blue flash. Look at this. Even unmagnetized, look at that. And comparing it to the Bacody, I like this better. I just think the flash is cooler and more of a payoff. Look at that. So you've got this blue flash. It's not playing very well right now. There it goes. There it goes. If you guys looked on Sweetie recently, people were going nuts over this color. I think it sold out once and then came back in stock because it's just such a stunning, like purple to blue. Isn't that pretty? I'll have the collection linked below because I can't remember it off the top of my head. And then Aurora Queen came out with something similar. This is that one. Look how stunning. It's like a really dark purple with this beautiful bright blue flash, like bright, bright blue flash. And then Aurora Queen just came out with this collection, and this one is a banger. Some of the colors were sold out. But this is the kind of color that I didn't think I had very much like. Look at this. This is one of my favorite things in this haul. Look at the sparkle. And this is magnetic too. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? It ends up being like this really bright violet color with all this sparkle. Look at that. And it keeps like this sparkly magnetic glitter about it. Like, oh my God, this is so pretty. And that's this one. It just holds the glitter in the like magnetic flash. And it's one of the coolest things I've ever seen in my life. How pretty is that? Gorgeous. So I will have these linked below. I just had to show you guys these. They're friends with each other, but this one has like a more blue pigment flash to it, and this one has like a violet pink, hot pink flash. So love these. I'll have these both linked below. I just wanted to show you real quick. Last thing I'm going to show you guys is a top coat. So I got this off of It's Amazing Nails, but it's probably on Sweetie too by now. So this is the Izemi, the resin top coat. It's a high viscosity top coat. Not quite though. I still have not found anything as thick as the Jinbei thick top coat, but this is getting there. This is a non-wipe. It's thick, but still not as thick as the crazy top coat. Nothing will come to beat that, but this is thick. This is a good secondary. If you want something not as thick as the Jinbei, let me just show you over my nail. Let's give you guys. It's really shiny, but it's not. It's a little more like movable than the Jinbei. Make sure I got no glitter on it. But just to show you guys, compared to what it already was. See, not too super thick, but it does give you a nice like bubble around your nails. Like, see all that glitter I just put in there in the flakes? See how nice and shiny that is? That is actually really pretty. Let me wipe my nail off real quick. But yeah, this is a great, I think it's like a step and a half down from the Gin Be Thick. So not quite as thick, but it is a really nice one if you guys are looking for a new thicker top coat. This is really pretty. Okay, done at 1 hour and 25 minutes. But I know this was a long one, guys. I'm sorry about that. I just kind of wanted to do some swatching today and show you guys everything so you can kind of see the colors better. Once I learn to edit, I will try to make these videos shorter. But thank you so much, guys, for watching. The next video will be a Shein and AliExpress haul. I have a ton of stuff that I've been buying over the last month, so that's going to be a nice, big, old school, cheapo haul with nice, cheap things. So I will see you guys in the next video. Please leave a comment or a like, subscribe if you haven't already. It would really appreciate that. It means so much. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.